So we have been inundated with requests. What is going on with SingularityNet? Where is its price action heading? Can we take a look at SNet? So guys, let's take a look at SNet. Over here, SingularityNet paired up with USDT, KuCoin being the data source. Previously we've seen the move to the upside and we were looking to see how the price reacted on this upper level of 33.363 cents. We can see this as a previous area of support turned into resistance for SingularityNet's price, where once again we have seen ever since the start of probably November, mid-November here actually, we have failed to close above 33.3 cents, and from here we have seen the price break on down, and we have came down once again into another area of previous support turn resistance at 23.4 cents. So what we can see, the price pushing on up and then coming down, bouncing off of that 23.4 cents level. Breaking through there, then our next pit stop, in my opinion, would be coming down to test out the 15.689 cents level. Once again, that was the previous low here on the 14th of October. Breaking through there, then we will be looking to re-enter into our long-term buy zone area. So we can see how the prices are kind of ranging here on the higher time frames, entering into previous areas of support, turn resistance. It's really good to see a lot of confluence here for AGIX price action. So on the daily time frame here, we can see we have moved up in its B wave, where we have seen the price action wick onto its internal C wave target area, and we have of course seen the price drop on down from. And then down onto the 4-hour time frame, where we can see the moves in themselves just hitting those C wave target areas and dropping on down from. So let's get into the price action of AGIX, work out the structures and what is likely to happen next. But of course, first of all, let's quickly run the intro. So AGIX on the 4-hour time frame, KuCoin being that data source, we know we had this push to the upside. The internal count here, once again, a very corrective move to the upside. We have seen that smash off of its internal 1.236 Fibonacci level, giving us the idea here that we have nested corrective moves to the upside with that 1.236 area here, really smashing out its internal count. So overall, we know we're nesting these corrective moves to the upside. The overall consensus here will be the next move is to the downside for AGIX's price action. So when we do take it up to the daily time frame, obviously AGIX being a bit more of a lower cap coin, it's probably a bit more prudent to measure this one out on the daily time frame. Well, we can see we came up into the retracement area here for AGIX, which of course is the 50 to 80% retracement level. That being between 29.5 and 34.7 cents. So we have of course seen the price push on up into its typical retracement level. The internal count, as we looked at on the lower time frames, that A, B and C structure, where we did just hit the C wave target area and no more, we have obviously found rejection from there. But failing to close a candle above its 50 EMA, realistically guys, is a bit bearish. We have obviously wicked higher but failed to close above that 50 EMA, and we are looking to be rejected from here. A few interesting levels we can look at. When we look at the volume profiles, we have seen the position of control, the point of control here being the ultimate rejection for AGIX's price action. In my opinion, once again, that next move, of course, will be to the downside to first of all test out equilibrium, test out that 200 EMA. Should we lose there, then we will obviously be looking to come down into our C wave target area, where we can see the value area low, currently sitting around about 22 cents, would be an interesting area to target out. Now, should we measure that using the Fibonacci levels here, take that 100% move of the A wave and bring it up to that B wave high that we do have, well, that would tell us the 22 cent value at a low would, see us come down to test out the 786 Fibonacci level. Now, of course, we would be looking a little bit lower, giving L8 wave theories, looking for the 1-to-1 to the 1.236, would see the price action come down to target 19.7 to 17.7 cents. So when we do bring it back up to the daily time frame, well, we can see we have came down in that WX, YX and Z that we were looking at in this B wave, and seen, you know, quite a good push to the upside. When we have a look at the Fibonacci levels that we did see it hit, well, it came up and tested the 618 Fibonacci level before finding ultimate rejection. So where's its next likely move to be? Well, as we discussed already, we have came down to test out that previous area of support resistance. We've broke through this previous one. Currently the price sitting higher than. Ultimately, I do think, you know, we're looking for the price action of AGIX to really come down a little bit further, targeting potentially 15.6 cents. When we throw in the volume profiles, well, we can see there's a couple of areas here where there's no support for AGIX. So we're currently coming back up to test out some higher areas of volume here, around about 30 cents, but ultimately I do think we should be looking for a push to the downside. Now, should we lose that 15 cent level, we can see there is no support in and around here, and we could see the price come tumbling down, but ultimately I don't think that that is likely to happen. So we'd also want to throw in the Gaussian channel here. The Gaussian channel is very interesting for AGIX, particularly here. We have seen the price come up and, you know, test out that upper band for the Gaussian channel. The upper band currently sitting at 28.763. So yeah, that's been quite an interesting test so far, failing to really close above there. We have obviously closed above, but not really held it. Instantly closed the week below, closed above, closed below. So we're having a proper fight here with the upper band of the Gaussian channel. Now, a clean close above the Gaussian channel would be incredibly bullish, but should we come back down and lose even the midline here, which we can see we have came down and tested and found as support, that currently sitting around about 23.5 cents. Should we lose that, well, then we would be looking to come down to test the lower level here, which is, you know, currently sitting around about 14 cents. So yeah, I do think, you know, we have to be incredibly cautious with that. Should that midline of the Gaussian channel be lost, well, yeah, I do think we would see much further moves to the downside for AGIX's price action. The stochastic position, well, we can see stochastic is looking to reset here on the weekly time frame, currently sitting around about 57%. There is still plenty of momentum to the downside for the price action of AGIX. So guys, it's just a quick roundup, giving my thoughts, my opinions on where AGIX is likely to go next. If you enjoyed today's video, as always, smash the like button, subscribe, tap on the bell, all the usual good stuff, guys. It is the weekend, so guys, I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend, and I will catch you all in the next one.